I am Fu Xuan, head of the Divination Commission. This is our first encounter. Or perhaps I should say, our 22nd first encounter. Through the Omniscia, I have met you for the first time many times. Honored guest, would you like to know your fortune? No need to act surprised. Your reason for coming has already been foretold by the hexagram. You're leaving? Good timing. I too have other affairs to attend to. People say that nothing escapes my omniscia, but that isn't true. No divination can be entirely accurate. I am a diviner, not a prophet who speaks for the divine. The eye on my forehead is a treasure from beyond the heavens bestowed on me by Nous. With it, I am able to see changes in the external world and explore many possibilities. However, as Nous made clear, knowledge comes at the price of suffering. The omniscia is, in some ways, an eternal punishment. It is through this matrix that the diviners view the past and know the future. The La Fu, drifting on the sea of stars, could not be without it for even a day. But sometimes I wonder if it limits our future possibilities and seals our path ahead. Early this morning, I performed a divination reading. There were undulations between the water and fire trigrams, with multiple fluctuating variables. The reading said that it would be best to not conduct official business or work overtime today. How tiresome. After a long night's work, I like to drink a cup of the Dragon Lady's specially blended herbal tea. I add sugar, more sugar, and extra sugar. Just one cup and I feel like a new person. It helps recharge all the energy I spend through my calculations. I am educated and well-read, and so sometimes I can't help but quote the classics. Still, there are those that tell me I'm speaking Fu Xuan. One of the Divination Commission's unwritten rules is the 3 taboos, which includes no unjust divination. So if you want me to divine the winning lottery numbers, future market conditions, or the like, forgive me for declining to offer my services. Although the Alliance followed the Rainbow Arbiter's order to hunt down the Plague's author, every Xianzhou ship still has eon spawn known as Traces of the Abundance. At the heart of the many delves of the La Fu, there is the ambrosial arbor that gives us longevity. The Yuchue was the birthplace of the Divination Commission, where the stargazers and diviners gathered to observe the stars and plot the path ahead for the Alliance. I have seen the lithogenic ore of the fallow earth there. It is the source of our jade abacus technology. It is said that a living flame slumbers in the engine of the Zhuming. It is a creature the Xianzhou regarded as a great enemy in the old days, the Flint Emperor, who was also called the Primordial Flame. The craftsmen of the Zhuming used every means available to imprison it in the furnace, and used its power to forge various divine weapons. As it stands, Yuan has promised to nominate me to the generalship on 122 separate occasions. For 121 of them, I made my case and he replied with a nonchalant, The one other time I spoke at length on my reasoning and watched him gradually fall asleep. The Divination Commission is full of idlers, but she is the only one who has truly mastered the art of slacking off, and getting away with it. She could write a whole book on the subject. Sometimes I even wonder if she could escape my divination. For a long time, I thought the tea the Dragon Lady made for me had a secret ingredient for replenishing the weary. Eventually, I discovered that this secret ingredient was just extra sugar. Such a subtle method for treating fatigue. But I expect nothing less from such an exceptional member of the Alchemy Commission. Whenever I get into a heated discussion with Tingyun and allow my tone to betray me, Yanqing starts glaring at me. Still, I don't need the omniscia to know that the odds of that child making a move against me are minimal. The various merchant guilds under the Skyfaring Commission each have their own strengths. I've heard that Tingyun's whistling flames is adept at producing value by sifting through piles of ordinary items. Such is the way of divination, seeing potential possibilities in everything. The shadows of future possibilities in the direction of one's path should normally be readily apparent. I can't detect any traces of these on you. Strange. Destiny usually flows before us into the future, but for her it flows into the past. As far as she is concerned, is the past a force for good or bad? That girl may be shy, but she's been lauded by many. If I had that kind of assistance, it would take a load off my mind. Isn't every morsel, every drop predestined? With favor and gain, life's free from strain. When it comes to seeing everything, I've still got a long road ahead of me. Is this weal or woe? With you on our side, we're destined for victory. General, no need to divine the result of this battle. Qingque? Ahem. I knew you weren't in the repository. I've been waiting here for you for some time. Your martial prowess exceeds that of the general, while I surpass him in strategy. How about we join forces? With the dragon lady here, I have nothing to worry about. Everything came together. Our fortune is clouded with uncertainty. The omniscia sees through you. Allow me to make a divination. Hesitation only breeds chaos. With all my power, scry the future. In formation, in accordance. Together as one. Converge and awaken. No matter. Bad luck. All things in this world have their laws. Yet stratagems, constellations, are human creations! Yin and yang, life and death. Was this predestined? Good fortune is bound to return. Reciprocity, excellent, infallible. All things shift in divination. Just as I thought. As divined. Unexpected? We shouldn't take too much. Throw me another puzzle. This was documented in the ancient texts long ago. Be watchful, always. One's hexachromatic position is always in flux. Planning is paramount.